anything, I think, today, period. Just kind of doing my own thing. What is it? Tuesday? Happy Tuesday, everyone. It is Kim Q of DailyQTips.com coming to you out of Atlanta, Georgia. And it's a nice day right now. And I'm just out running errands, but wanted to holler at you right quick because I hear a lot of people saying, oh, you do videos, and then sometimes in your videos, like it's a live video, or you have customers or prospects or whatever. I like to only talk about stuff that I know, okay? And so, yes, as frequently as possible, I try to get prospects, customers, teammates, whoever on a video so that you guys can see and hear from them about, our interaction. And I've gotten great feedback from many videos when I do that. However, many of you have asked me, yeah, but I just have a hard time talking to people. I just have a hard time talking to people. And the only remedy for something that you're scared of is to do it. And I know that doesn't necessarily help you, but hopefully I heard something on a course, guys, on a training course, that really I thought I wanted to share this with you because it is, hey Tracy, because it really put things in perspective for me. So basically, there's this man named Jerry Clark, and he has a program. I can't remember which program this was, so forgive me about that. I have a few of his, but he said what helped him to talk to people and what helped him in how he talked to people was knowing that basically, you know how they say everybody has a sign on their head that says, help me, I'm hurting, or something like that, or I'm hurting. Yeah. Well, he expanded on that. And he said, listen, I know statistically, and I'm not going to say the numbers because I'm not good with numbers and I don't remember them by heart. I have to go back and write it down, but I didn't want that to keep me from cutting this video. But he said, I know statistically the majority of people I talk to have been abused. The majority of females, a large part of females that I talk to have been in a domestic violence relationship, type relationship. The majority of men probably grew up without fathers. The majority of, and he rattled off all of these statistics as it relates to poverty, like I said, abuse, lack of education, just very traumatic experiences. And it really, like, when you hear him rattle off all this stuff, it really makes it shocks you into reality. But it is the truth. He says, so with us all being trained not to talk to strangers, and knowing that most people have been hurt by so many other people, both strangers and people that they know, hey Keelani, both strangers and people that they know, then it makes sense to him why sometimes when he would approach people, maybe people initially are standoffish. This is why, guys, you've really got to become comfortable in your own skin, so that you are better able to make other people comfortable with you. Because if you're not comfortable with yourself, you definitely can't be your true, authentic self to make someone else comfortable with you. And in this day and age, when you hear Jerry, and you can look up these stats for yourself, guys, but basically everybody that you know, they probably had somebody do them wrong in some way, shape, or fashion. So they are hurting in some form. So if you have a solution to something, no, you can't lead with the solution. Get to know them, get to do it in a non-threatening way, develop your skills of making people laugh or just relaxing into your authentic self so that you can have true conversations. Because the minute you're operating in the flow, ITF, right, then that is when you're going to be comfortable. And as a result of you being comfortable in the conversation, more people are going to be comfortable with you. Okay? And when they're comfortable with you, that is when the wall comes down. But if you keep that at the top of your mind, that, hey, maybe she's not just looking at me stink like that because she doesn't like me. Of course not. She doesn't even know you. Right? It could be something on that person's mind. Right. Speak life into people and realize that a lot of people have situations that have been traumatic, that have been bad, that most people are operating from a place of selfishness. So yes, initially when someone sees you and you're like, hey, how you doing? They might be like, what you want? You don't really know you don't really want to know how I'm doing, right? They may be like that initially, but if you don't get offended by that and you just like, I just want to know how you're doing, and you just be yourself. Say, I'm a big fan too of saying what's on my mind. So if someone is like that, then I might I read this in a book too. I might respond, well, goodness gracious, excuse me. Usually when I'm so nice to a person, they're usually not so standoffish to me, but no problem. And when I do that in a lighthearted way, a lot of times people are like, I didn't mean it like that. But anyway, people just have 50 billion things going on, guys, in their mind. Okay, I don't have the stats at how many thoughts we think in a minute, but it's a lot. Okay, it's a whole lot. And nowadays we have so much information overload going on. Many times people are completely unaware of how they're responding to you, how they're looking at you, the tone of voice they're using with you. And so you've got to be double aware of how you're doing that stuff. And when you do that, what you'll find is that it is easier to talk to people. It is easier for people to talk to you. And when you do that, you're going to have a competitive advantage like nobody else's business. Because what the majority of people do is they retract from learning this skill. They go, oh, I keep talking to people. They don't try to get better. They just keep talking to people and keep making the same mistake, right? But they don't tweak anything. They don't buy any courses to learn, okay, who are the top communicators and what are they doing? What are some tips and tricks and skills that I can learn from them? But if you were to do that, right? If you were to get that perspective, if you were to leverage their experience and their expertise and then say, oh, that makes sense. Now the next time you go to somebody, you have that tip in the back of your head and you use it, maybe you get a little bit better response. They still might not buy. They still might not give you their phone number. But at least now you had a conversation with them. At least now you got them to connect with you on Facebook or Instagram or something like that, right? So then you hear some more courses or you listen to some more webinars, lectures, whatever, from another top communicator and you get another tip. And so now you go and you put that into practice. Guys, in no time flat. And I say no time relative to the entire span of your lifetime, right? But in no time, this is a skill that once you have it, you have it. And no one can take it from you, right? And you can monetize it over and over and over again. You can increase your network to later monetize over and over and over again, right? Either immediately or later. And it's something that most people will not just stay the course and do. So if you do it, you're a part of the chosen few. But what most people will do is they'll just retract from talking to people and say, I just need to find a way to make money where I don't have to deal with people. And, you know, can it be done? I don't know. Maybe so. As far as I know, people have the money. And so no matter how you slice it, dice it, turn it, burn it, whatever, you have to go through people to get the money. So some way, shape, or form, you're going to have to communicate with people. And even with like email marketers, right? The best email internet marketers will tell you that you'll usually do better sending out email blasts or text message blasts or whatever. However you want to communicate with your general audience, you'll usually write better copy if you know how to communicate with them, you know, when you're talking. Because all you're doing when you write online copy is, hey, Kim, I saw Kathy just now in the mall. I'm at Stonecrest. But yeah, I saw Kathy not too long ago. Hey, Lisa Lee. Hey, Natasha. Hey, Cheryl. But yeah, some of the best online people, guys, they know how to write their copy because they know how to speak. So even if you don't want to talk to people and you say, I'm just going to type to them, you will be a better typist or online communicator if you are a good offline communicator. Bang. Okay, for real. So anyway, there you have it, guys. Just remember that everybody has some type of hurt, some type of pain. And like I said, I'm gonna find out that Jerry Clark course. If you guys don't know who Jerry Clark is, oh my gosh, everybody on your team should YouTube Jerry Clark, the Jungle, and listen to him. He is absolutely amazing. And like I said, how he articulates information and helps you to understand how to get to the money, how to communicate with people, and how to increase your network. It's just phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I love his style of teaching and training and entertaining. You can really learn a lot from Jerry Clark, okay? All right, so thank you all for the hearts and the likes. Thank you all for joining in the middle of the day. I appreciate you much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.